Hello, students. Uh, First of all, thank you so much that many of you give the answer of the question asked in last video. Your answers are always motivating me, and there are so many give the correct answer of the question that teachers does mental work or physical work. The answer is correct. They does both the work, and that's why they are also labor. Now, students, in last lecture we completed the difference between economic and non-economic activity, structure of Indian economy, and factor of production, where we learn that land, labor, capital, entrepreneur, they all are factor of production. And today what we need to learn is distribution of factor of production. Means how you will distribute land, labor, capital in the best way. How you distribute them. It can be asked in 2 marks or 3 marks, and there are 4 points we have to understand. On the basis of this, the next 3 topics available. So from this topic onwards, all the topics are like a TV serial. So you have to maintain the continuity, and that is why my request to you is check the channel and update yourself and watch the video in a sequential manner so that you can synchronize. So today we start the topic distribution of factor of production. Let's start without any disturbance. Now the first point is human wants are unlimited while resources to fulfill them are limited. So the wants means what? Wants means demand. Okay, demands are unlimited. Okay, to satisfy the demand, what we have? We have resources, but they are limited. For example, you have a demand. It's a nice rainy season. Okay, and I have a demand that I want to go for long drive on my scooter. How much? Unlimited. I want to travel. I have a plenty of time. Clear? Okay. So your demand to travel, that is unlimited. But to satisfy demand of traveling, petroleum is resources. But that is limited. Clear? So demands are unlimited, but resources are limited. Now the whole topic of today is on the basis of this, that resources to satisfy demand. I repeat, resources to satisfy demands is always limited. Resources are always limited. The next sentence, no nation of the world has resources in unlimited quantity. Means every nation has resources in limited quantity. Okay, they don't have all the resources, first of all. Second thing, whatever resources they have, okay, they are always in limited quantity. For example, Arab countries, they have a petroleum, but we cannot say unlimited. Some day, some point of time, they also find problem that that particular quantity of petrol will exhaust over. So no nation of the world has resources in unlimited quantity. Everybody has limited quantity. There will be always be a scarcity. Scarcity means shortage. There will be always shortage, scarcity of factor of production. Some has less land, some has less capital, some has less labor, some has lack of entrepreneur. So there always shortage of factor of production. As a result, every country faces problems related to allocation of resource. Every country is facing problem. Like they have a limited land. So how to allocate land? How to utilize land? Some country has limited labor. So how to utilize labor? How to allocate labor? So whatever factor of production or resources are there, every country faces problem that how to distribute, how to allocate, how to utilize them. Many questions arise such as the way, why, when, and how much quantity of limited resource can be used, how much land to be used, when it required to use, why it required to use, how many labors required to work, when labors required to work, why labors required to work. So this indicate in the context of limited resources. I hope the paragraph is clear. Let repeat the paragraph with paperwork technique. Okay, I don't know whether you are, few of them you indicate that you are happy with the paper technique, so I'll continue. Purpose is to revise. The distribution of factor of production. Human wants are unlimited, but resources to fulfill them, that is limited. No nation has unlimited quantity of resource. Everybody is lacking something. Scarcity means shortage of factor of production. All don't have a equal number of factor of production. So countries are facing the problem. How to allocate the resources? How to allocate factor of production? Which are the question? Why, when, and how much quantity of limited resource can be used? In this situation, we have a points. The first point is unlimited wants. Wants means requirement. Demand. Wants means requirement, or we can say demands. Now, human wants are uncountable and unlimited. You cannot count the requirement of people. Demand will never decrease. Today you have a, say for example, nice quality shoes, you demand for cycle. You have a cycle, you demand for scooter, then bike, then car, then plane. So demands are uncountable and demands are unlimited. Human wants are always uncountable and unlimited. So many wants originate from one want. See, understand the line, huh? Many wants, many requirements originate from one want. Like for example, I have a one want, one requirement, mobile phone. If I satisfied one want, if I purchase mobile phone, then some other wants originate, some other wants start. For example, if one want is mobile phone, then the want, the requirement, the demand for mobile cover, mobile glass, nice quality earphone, mobile casing, other requirements start. So many wants, many requirements, many demands originate from one demand. Clear? So if you satisfied one demand of mobile, automatically another demand start. Many requirements are to be fulfilled again and again. Many demand, many requirement need to be fulfilled again and again. For example, water, drinking water. You drink water, but that will again require to be fulfilled. You cannot say that today I drink, now after 2 years, 5 years, 10 years. No, it has to be satisfied again and again. While many wants arise because of development of science and technology, smartphone, internet, because of them some demands are increased. The demand of online lectures, the apps, that is because of science and technology. So if science and technology develop, then some demands are because of science and technology. Demand of smartphone because of science and technology. Demand of a flap phone, science and technology. Thus, because of many reasons, wants become unlimited. The wants, demands become unlimited. So in order to fulfill the want, one has to make the selection among want. You can't satisfy all the wants. You can't satisfy all the demands. So you have to go for selection. That which you want to satisfy. Suppose you have a 10,000 rupees, but you can't do everything with 10,000 rupees. You have to select what is most important required to be satisfied with that 10,000 rupees. I think so the point is over. Now we go to paperwork. The paperwork says first point is unlimited wants. Human wants are uncountable and unlimited. You can't count, okay, and you can't measure, unlimited. Many wants originate from the one want. As I say, one want is mobile, but if you purchase mobile, then some other wants also required. Recharge, for example, postpaid bill. Many requirements to be fulfilled again and again. Okay, demand required to be satisfied. Water, drinking, again and again. Many wants arise because of development of science and technology. Technology improves, so demand increase. Many wants arise. So, see, I put a box. Wants become unlimited because of many reasons. The demand is unlimited, and there are many reasons for that. Thus, one has to make a selection. You have to go for a choice. You have to select among wants in order to fulfill the want. Which want, which demand you want to satisfy first? That you have to go for selection. You have to select out of all the demands, which demand you want to satisfy first. Now the second point. The second point says that important order in terms of necessity. Which is more necessity, you have to prepare the order. So important order in terms of necessities. Now what the point says, see. As the resources to satisfy wants are limited. See, repeat. Resources are limited. Resources to satisfy the wants are limited. The individual has to decide which want is more important. Which want is important, maximum important, that you have to decide. You have to prepare the list. He has to satisfy his requirement in order of priority. The requirement which comes in priority, that you have to decide. Whichever requirement is more important, that has to be satisfied early. The requirement which is more important, more priority, extreme important, that you have to satisfy first, early. And then later on the other. And then you have to go for other. For example, if I have 100 rupees, now with that 100 rupees I have a requirement. Okay, I can purchase book. I can go to watch movie. Okay, so these are the list available. Okay, clear. I can able to eat something. Clear. With this rupees 100, I can able to do all these things. But suddenly I met with an accident. So I need to go to what? Hospital. Now I have 100 rupees. If I go to hospital, the dressing charges, that is 50 rupees. Now what I have to do? See, these all are demand. I want to purchase book, I want to go to movie, I want to eat. But right now what is important? I met with an accident. What is my demand? That is hospital. So I have to satisfy this demand first with rupees 50. Now remaining rupees 50, I can able to focus on these three. That book is important, movie is important, or eating is important. But you notice out of these three, I spend for hospital first because I have a necessity, I have an order that out of all this, which is most important, that I have to set a priority. So I set the priority first, I go to hospital, then I will go for eating, then I require book, and then I require to go for movie. I hope you understand. So we have to prioritize like that, and we have to satisfy them in that order. Now see what is the understanding part says. Important order in terms of priority. Resources to satisfied wants are limited. All the resources are always limited. Individual has to decide which want is more important. So here you have to decide what is more important, what is in your priority, what is required to be satisfied first. That important priority you have to decide. Because you have a resource is 100 rupees only. 100 rupees is limited. Needs are more, so decide priority. Individual person has to satisfy his requirements in order to priority. You have to prepare the priority list. Whichever requirement is more important, in our case hospital, has to satisfied early, and later on other requirement has to be satisfied. Am I clear? Okay, fine. Now we go to third point. The third point is mentioned here as limited resources. The same thing. Factor of production mainly include natural wealth and man-made wealth. Whenever you talk about factor of production, land, labor, capital, entrepreneur, either they are wealth man-made or they are natural. Land is natural, capital is man-made, labor is man-made, entrepreneur is man-made. So in factor of production, either it is natural wealth or it is man-made wealth. But all these tools, all these factor of productions are limited. You cannot say I have unlimited land. You cannot say that. So factor of productions are limited. So they have to be utilized. They have to be utilized judiciously, precisely, as per requirement. Judiciously means as per requirement. If it is maximum required, then only go for satisfied them. So you have to utilize factor of production judiciously. Distribution of tools has to be done keeping the selected want in center. What you want, what is the extreme important, that you keep in center, and accordingly you utilize the resources. For example, if it's a flood, okay, then you have to utilize your capital, your money judiciously, because it takes some time that we can recover from flood situation. So distribution of tools has to be done keeping the selected want in the center. Right now your want is what? Right now because of flood you have to survive. Your life is important. So you have to utilize your capital, your money for basic necessity. Flood is not there. It's a good rainfall. Apply your money to purchase good quality seeds so that you get a good crop. So you have to be flexible. Now see what paperwork says. Factor of production says that we have a natural wealth and man-made wealth. All these tools are always limited. Required to utilize judiciously. Judiciously means what? With very precaution. Okay. Based on extreme requirement accordingly. Now distribution of tools, factor of production, has to be done keeping the selected want in the center. Say for example you have a labor. Okay. You have 100 labor. Alright. So how you distribute 100 labor? You will distribute 100 labor based on the wants, based on demand. You have 100 labor working on the construction place, but today you have a marriage function at your home. And marriage function cannot be postponed. So you will distribute that labor at your marriage function, because that is required to be satisfied. That demand of labor in marriage function is a priority compared to construction site. So you distribute your labor in such a way that the demand, the want which is in center, that is marriage function, so that has to be satisfied first. Now after that, we will move on the fourth point. Now the fourth point says that alternative use of resources. Some resources has multiple usage. Then what to do? We'll go for that. See, resources to satisfy demands are limited. Land, labor, capital, they are always limited. Resources to satisfy demands are limited. Same thing comes fourth time. Not only this, they have alternate usage also. For example, capital, money. Money has alternate use. You can buy multiple things. Land, for example, you can cultivate multiple crops. So when any tool of production may be utilized in more than one way, it means that the tool has multiple usage. Like for example, land is a factor of production. Now land can be utilized in more than one way. Land can be used for construction of school, construction of hospital, agriculture. Even in agriculture also, you can cultivate wheat, rice, maize, so many crops. That means land is such type of tool that land has multiple usage. So it may be said that this usage is alternative. Means you can use land either for rice, agriculture of rice, or wheat or maize. For example, if wheat is sown in the land, the land where you grow wheat, you go for seeds and you sown wheat, bajra, maize, groundnut, or any other yield, any other requirement cannot be cultivated. You cannot say that in same land I want bajra also, maize also, groundnut also, wheat also. If you select wheat, then you have to ignore, you have to cancel bajra, maize, groundnut. Other usage of the land has to be stopped. We understand by another example. Okay, for example, if you have a land like this, okay, now on this land you decide you want to go for construction, but you can go for construction of school, okay, religious place, hospital, but you can't do all. In this piece of land, if you try to do all these three, then it creates problem. The quality affected. Where there is a school, you can't keep hospital. Children are shouting, screaming. Religious place, you can't keep along with school and hospital. Suppose you say that this piece of land I will utilize for school. That means you have to cancel for religious place, you have to cancel for hospital. This is known as alternative resources. This land is alternative. You can use school, religious place, hospital, but when you select school, you have to cancel these two. You have to compromise with that. I hope you understand. Now see what paperwork says. Alternate use of resource. Now resources to satisfy demand is always limited. Resources have alternate usage. Resources have alternate usage. As I say, land can be used for multiple purpose. School also, hospital also, religious place also. When any tool of production may be utilized in more than one way, like land can be used more than one way, it means that the tool has multiple usage. Here the land has multiple usage. Usage is alternative. Land can be used for alternative purpose. Now textbook example, if wheat is sown in a land, bajra, maize, groundnut cannot be cultivated. You have to cancel them. So other usage of land has to be stopped. Other use of this land has to be stopped. Now what is the conclusion? See what textbook says. Thus, in above mentioned condition, be careful. Distribution of factors of production, land, labor, capital, entrepreneur. Distribution of factor of production is done in such a way that they satisfied maximum possible demand. Labor satisfied maximum demand, land satisfied maximum requirement, capital satisfied maximum requirement. So utilize factor of production in such a way that they satisfied maximum possible demand. How to remember them? Say I draw something. So above mentioned conditions, distribution of factors of production is done in such a way that they, factor of production, satisfy maximum possible demand, maximum possible outcome. So this is what our topic of distribution of factor of production. Let's see the head points. Distribution of factors of production. That is the heading. First point is unlimited want. Second point is important order in terms of priority. Third point is limited resources. And fourth point is alternate use of resource. These 4 points you have to keep in mind, and accordingly we can able to remember and write the answer. Okay students. Now next topic is method of allocating or allocation of resources. It can be asked that write allocation of resources. That is the next topic, where we start with market system. Now next video is available in 2 parts because I have a limitation that I can't record the video more than 30 minutes. So when I record the video of market system, it will be in 2 subcategory, in 2 subpart, and both I will upload. But see that you focus on the sequence. Okay. Alright, so next video I try that it comes in 2 parts. Market system is a bit lengthy topic. It has a feature also, advantage, benefit also, and limitation also. So that is why I try to cover up in one lecture, but if it is not possible, then I bifurcate into 2 parts. And you can write your review about paper technique and all. Your comments are always important for me. And tomorrow we will meet with one more video. Till then, please take care of yourself. Students, God bless you.